Hi, Shalonda Gordon here, also known as the Online Marketing Angel, and I'm coming to you with an answer to a question. Yes, another answer. And this one was kind of interesting because it kind of hit home. They called me the queen of silly questions, and that's kind of funny because growing up, I was always considered kind of like the ditzy one in the group. That whole keep smiling thing, so I do smile a lot and that kind of thing. So I was considered like kind of the ditzy one. It was said I had a lot of book smarts, but not a lot of common sense, which caused me to kind of be like, So for example, like if a joke was told, I tended like not to get it. And it'd be like a few days later, and I'd be like, oh, now I just shared something with you guys. Do not hold it against me, okay? Don't you hold that against me, all right? But the question was, how long did it take me to quit my job um, after I started seeing consistent results in my business? And I just want to make sure that as I tell you this answer, that you pay really close attention to how I answer the question. Okay, I want you to make sure that while you're listening to this answer right now, that you're sitting down and really kind of thinking about your own situation. In order to answer that question, you have to understand that my journey might be different from your journey. What you have experience in, I might not have experience in, and vice versa, right? Like I grew up in Germany for 13 years of my life. Basically from the age of 5 to 18, I lived in a completely different country, spoke that language and everything. So what I bring to the table comes from a totally different perspective than maybe what you've experienced, right? Also know that my ethic, how I go about things might be differently than how you go about things. What I see as being successful might be different from what you see as being successful. And all of these are fine. Just know that when I answer this question, it's based off my experiences and that yours could be totally different. I'm here to give you a vision of what's possible. Now, how do I know it's possible? Because I've actually lived this journey. So the idea of, well, she can, I can't, that doesn't fit here because we haven't walked the exact same steps all the way through. Right? And this is really in any situation concerning life. Today, I was on a call because I get on a call every day. I fill my mind with audio every day that's uplifting because that's one of the steps to success is making sure that you're combating those negative thoughts, those ideas of I can't, those ideas of what doesn't work and what this and what that to positive things, things that what's innately inside of you makes whatever you put your all into work. Whatever you think you are, you are. Right? And on this call today, my mentor, Tracy Walker, actually gave it today. She talks about, individuals lining themselves up and looking at one person saying, well, if you can do it and then I don't do it in that same amount of time, then you're lying. Right? Or if I say, if I did it in this amount of time and then you put in that same amount of time and it doesn't work for you, all of a sudden now I've lied to you. Right? All of a sudden now it doesn't work. Right? When none of that is true, it's just we do things differently. I can't guarantee for you that you'll have this XYZ success in XYZ time. What I can guarantee you is that nothing will change until you take action. That I can guarantee. So let's get into this answer to this question because it's kind of, I really appreciate the queen of silly questions because that just takes me to the core. It reminds me of who I am, and I like silly. I have friends that have grown with me since we was younger. Actually, it's funny. We all grew up together in Germany, and they live here in Atlanta. And every time these cats see me, the first thing they say is, Shalonda, you so silly. It cracks me up. So when you said, the person who asked the question says, Shalonda, you're the queen of silly questions, I was like, wow, some things stick to you. Who you are is who you are, right? And you just have to be able to bring that to the table and be okay with that. And there was a time I wasn't really okay with that, which goes to how I can answer this question of how long did it take me to quit my job once I started seeing consistent results. Well, in the business I'm in now is the first business I've been able to actually see consistent results and make that move to quit my job. Right now, I am in my second year. And it's almost October, so I'm about near the end of my second year being full-time, working for myself, creating an income completely online, right? As a single mom, taking care of my girls, a stay-at-home single mom, right? Taking care of my girls. Been able to do it. This is going on my second, so I guess January will be starting my third year. Wow, it's kind of amazing, right? So it's that thing you work for. Yet you have to know, I came on the internet in 2008, right? I came on the internet in 2008. And I need to tell you this so you understand. I came on the internet in 2008. The business I'm building now, I started in 2012, 2011, really late, like October 2011. Was it? No, it was November 18th, 2011 is when I started the business I'm in now. But I didn't go full time, right? I started seeing consistent results around June, July 2012, and I went full time January 2013. All right. So let me go through this again. So I came online in 2008. The business I'm in now that created that consistency that I needed based on, now let me clarify. The reason why I was able to do it in the time frame I did is because of all the knowledge I had obtained from 2008 to 2011. All right. I didn't just get online and sit and keep looking. No, I learned some things. I became a blogger. I started marketing. There's a video on my YouTube channel from like 2009, and I never really liked video too much, right? So I learned some things. I implemented things. I started email marketing. I started doing different things and learned how to do it because no, I didn't go to school for marketing. I went to college for physical chemistry. That's the furthest thing from marketing, right? So I didn't come into this understanding exactly what to do. Granted, I joined my first network marketing company at the age of 19, 20 years ago, yet never learned how to market until 2008 when I came online and started learning some things and implementing some things, which led me to where I am now, okay, full time. So came online in 2008, was learning. November 2011 came around, saw the business I was going to join, which I'm still in to this day, joined that business, right? Kept learning. And I should be honest, when I joined November 2011, I was a little burnt out. I was a little tired of the business, the industry. I was kind of like, I'm done with this. I really don't want to do it anymore. Yet something in me wouldn't allow me to give up. You know, there's that thing when you want it bad enough, no matter what happens, even no matter what you're thinking, how you feeling, you just can't allow yourself to give up. You just can't do it. And I was in that place where I was tired. I wasn't seeing the success I wanted. I had failed. I had put out money and hadn't made it back. I put out lots of money, right? And hadn't made it back and was feeling some kind of way about that thing. You know, over the last 20 years of being in the network marketing industry, trying to have success. And then I decided I'm just going to join anyways because something in me would not allow me to quit. When I looked at my daughter's faces, I wouldn't allow myself to give up. You come too far. When you learn certain things and you know a certain amount of information, you know there's no way I could just throw all this knowledge out the door and give up. I simply can't do it. So I didn't. So I joined November 2011, but I really was still jaded, right? I was still just tired of it all, right? So I really didn't start taking action until June of 2012. Okay, so like a good 6 months there, I still had my job, so I was content. I had a check. I wasn't really struggling like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was letting that job hold me down. Even though I didn't like it, couldn't stand it, didn't want to do it anymore, couldn't stand it at all, really. I said that twice, didn't I? You see my point? You see what I'm saying? So then in June 2012, I went to an event and I realized I like this. This is what I've been looking for. This is what I haven't had all this time. Now this incorporated with what I know. And now this cleans up so much more. It makes it, some people don't even have to go through half the stuff I went through because the knowledge is all right here. So June 2012, I made that decision to just jump in, stop being jaded, forgive yourself, forgive everybody around you, Shalonda, and just do it. And I made that decision. And when I make a decision of that nature, that's exactly what I do. And that's exactly what I did. I took action. I made the investments needed to be made for my business. I didn't put no, if I don't have success in a month, I'm not, it just doesn't work. I didn't say that because I already knew that. I had been doing this since I was 19, trying to find a way free of the job, having to work for somebody else, having to clock in, clock out, having to bust my butt just to come home and have nothing to show for it because I exchanged my time for money, that I simply couldn't give up. So I kept going. June 2012 came, had that event, made the investments, did what I need to do, put in the time I need to put in, to the point that by January, 6 months later, 2013, January 1st was my first day, full-time, no job, no security net, just my business. just my business. And still to this day, learning, implementing the benefit now is that I get to help other people do it, and I get to help other people do it with a confidence because I know it's true. I know what's possible. I'm living proof of it. Like, living proof of it. Had a conversation the other day with a single mom, and I'm telling her some things I had to do with the girls, and she's like, well, how do you do all this with work? And I said, oh, I hadn't mentioned to her that I'm a stay-at-home single mom. So really, I'm able to incorporate things around things. If I have to work all night on my business, then I can get up, put the girls on a school bus, and take a nap. Like, I can do that if I want to, right? Or I could just go to bed at 10:30, wake up, put the girls on the bus, and work on my business later that day. I don't have, this is my job. This is my passion. This is what I do and love, right? Took some journeys to get there. So to answer the question specifically, from the moment I started getting consistent results, it took me 6 months to when I went full time. 6 months. Understand though, I'd been online since 2008, right? And I was in the business for a year and like some change, like a year, maybe 3 months before I went full time, right? So that's the overall view, but really 6 months of consistent work got me where I wanted to be. Now, you know, the next question depends on what does it take for you to actually be full-time? What are the numbers? You have to run the numbers. You need to know what is it you're looking to accomplish? How much income do you need to make in order for you to be full-time? And this isn't meaning, oh, I need $20,000 a month. You're not making $20,000 a month now. So why all of a sudden, what are you making right now? What does your job cover for you? And how many hours are you putting into that job? Run the numbers. If you're working 50 hours a week and you're pulling in $1,000 a week, see how much money you're making. Let me just pull my calculator out right here, right now, and see what that is. So 40 hours a week, you're making $25 an hour, right? So you would want to make $25 an hour to work for yourself. Well, what if you're making $1,000 a week? So we'll say you're working 5 days, right? About $200 a day. What if you made that $200 in 3 hours a day versus $200 in 8 hours a day, 5 days a week? You see how it starts to work out? This is how building your business works. You start off, you have your job and the income from your business supplements. Then you start scaling up in your business and see success. It's a great question, and I appreciate the silly questions because, yeah, I do like to ask y'all a lot of silly questions. It gets you into that mode of smiling because you kind of got to giggle to yourself like, what? Right? It makes you smile. It makes you laugh. And that way you can begin to make decisions based off of a place of joy. See, sometimes think about the last decisions you've been making. Have you been making them based off fear, based off what you don't have, based off what's not working? Is that why you're making decisions? Are you making decisions from a place of joy, a place of understanding, a place of gratitude? That, when you do that every day on every decision, things start to turn around. I'm ready to show you that journey directly. Lock arms directly with me. I can help you grow your business that you're already growing, or you don't have a business yet, you want to start making money, you want to start building something, let's go. I can help you there. Either way, you must take action. I can guarantee if you do nothing, you will continue to see the same results you're seeing. What better time than now to make a change? Click the link below this video. You'll see like this page with this picture of me. Put your email in there and let's move on to the next step. Take action. And let's take this all the way so that I can start asking you in a video, right? Excuse me, tell me, how long did it take for you to go full time? Even though I don't know the answer, but we got to tell everybody else about what you're doing, right? Make it a great day. Keep smiling. Bye.